Good afternoon, citizens of the internet and of Santa Destroy. Wrong game, but I can do what I want. How are we doing today? How are your days, your lives, your things that you are up to, expecting? Because I had French class today, and I learned the word poubelle, which is basically the fanciest fucking word I've ever heard for trash can. And I want to name a character that now, because I've named the character Kartoffel, so why not poubelle? But yes, I'm currently just hanging out here with my cat on my lap. It is very cool outside. And can you actually pick up on what's outside? Hold on. Oh yes, you can. I'm going to shut the window in a bit, just so that you don't get any noise from outside. So I'll be back in a second, then we'll start. And that's done. Yeah, it's just you know those houses that are built like every one of the houses are stuck together. Let me just lower the volume of this. Yeah. all those houses are like stuck together and there's absolutely no space and everyone is up in everyone's shit. Yeah, that's kind of how my neighborhood is built. So when kids play outside, they are playing basically in what's technically my garden. So, all right, let me move this. There we go. Excellent. All right, so we were doing Turnabout Samurai. Hold on. There we go. We were doing Turnabout Samurai yesterday, and we learned a few plot twists. Hi, Max. You actually made it, huh? So let's recap because I still have my theories. Will Powers was drugged by Jack Hammer, who was jealous, wanted to get in the costume and be the Steel Samurai. Then someone killed him in Studio 2 because they thought he was Will Powers instead. And I think I have an idea of how he may have died, actually, and who may have killed him. The two suspects right now in my mind are the Sal guy. I'm not gonna say Salmonella. And Vasquez. Both of those two are like super sus as hell. And I'm pretty sure Vasquez was the one because she was the most insistent. October 19, 3:27 p.m. Wright Co. Law Offices. That was a close one, huh, Mia? Oh, yeah. Hey. Take a sip of water. If you're not drinking water with me, you're cancelled. Sorry. Really? Too bad. I'm sorry I missed it. Huh? Maya. So what happened? Well, I think I've got a pretty good idea who did it. Now all I need is a motive and proof. Wow, good going, Nick. Under the initial trial system, tomorrow is the last day we have. Initial trial? What's that? That's a new court system they introduced 2 or 3 years ago. They had so many cases in the system, they decided to speed the whole process up. So, under that system, trials have to end in 3 days. Yep, pretty much. Well, we've no time to waste. Let's talk to her. Still Samurai. I'm gonna keep the rest of my theory a secret just in case I'm wrong. But I think I have a clue who did it and how. I don't get it, Maya. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the Steel Samurai costume? What? You mean Mr. Hammer was wearing the costume? Yeah. But Mr. Hammer was the victim, Nick. Why would he go through the trouble of stealing it? That's what we have to find out. What happened with the director's testimony? Well, it's pretty clear that the producer and the director were both in the trailer. Huh. Which means that the killer has to be one of them. Really? Why? Welcome, Rar. Because the real scene of the crime was Studio 2, where that trailer is. What? Was Maya always this excitable? Poor girl has no idea what's going on. Well, have you noticed anything that might help us? I can't see what's going on when Mia is here. So no, I haven't noticed anything. Right. Maybe we should go to talk to WP? WP, Powers, right. Okay, let's go. October 19, Detention Center, Visitor's Room. Mr. Wright, you did very well again today, thank you. Oh, thanks. Could you not look like you're about to burst into tears? Wow, Nick, you must have really wowed them in there. You could stop looking so vulnerable, too. Hey, WP, only 1 day left. Let's make it count. Yes. Though there's not really anything I can do to help. I'm not really sure what I can do either. Please, this is no laughing matter. Okay, producer Vasquez. Could you tell me more about Mrs. Vasquez? Oh, the producer. She's well respected in the industry. They say she's a genius. A genius? She's been at Global Studios for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody dares tell her different these days. Why is that? Ever since she came on board, we've had nothing but hits. Global Studios was on its knees, but she picked it up and made it shine. Oh, and what? Nothing, forget it. I've only heard rumors anyhow. Powers? Can you tell me anything about Mr. Manila? Oh, he used to be a minor straight-to-video director. But something in his work caught Vasquez' eye. Hi, welcome! She brought the Steel Samurai idea to him. Now everyone knows the name Salmonella. I hear he's pretty much at her beck and call, though. Whenever she says jump, he says, how high, and all that. I can imagine him being at her beck and call, though I can't imagine him jumping. Oh, okay, Impa is on my lap now, and she really wants to take the controller. Alright. Okay. I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He was a big star back in the day, right? But then he just dropped off the face of the earth. Oh. Yes, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started in this business. He just stopped taking on big roles. That's when he began appearing in little productions at Global. How could he do that? I was really looking forward to a sequel to Samurai Summer. Whoa, no more Heroes reference! He just gave up being a star 5 years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, that was right when Mrs. Vasquez came to Global. 5 years ago. Hey. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Vasquez did it. Vasquez fucking did it, huh? Vasquez fucking did it. I'm like 90% sure of it. October 19, Global Studios main gate. The old windbag sure is quiet today. You know, this place is really peaceful like this. Nick? I think your guard's down. Yeah? I bet we could even eat those donuts in the guard station if we wanted. You eat, you die. Whew, she's alive! I love her. I love her. I love Oldbag. I was wondering about Dee Vasquez, the producer. Oh, the studio bigwigs love her. She always gets her way. She seems bitter. Do you not like the producer? Look, the studio people don't want me talking about her, so sorry. Can I ask you about Salmonella, the director? Sal? He's soft. A pushover. Does whatever Vasquez tells him to. She treats him like dirt, but I think he likes it. Huh? Why would anyone like being treated like dirt? It's because he's being kinky on main. That doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick? No it doesn't, Maya. About Mr. Hammer. I heard about what you said today, cheeky whippersnapper. Poor old Hammer, you drag his star down from the sky and stomp on it. Calling him a criminal, a thief. I won't forget this. Uh-oh, she's really pissed this time. You listen to me, whippersnapper. My poor old Hammer would never do such a thing. Why would he steal Powers' custom so he could sneak by me? He would never stoop so low, it's impossible. Phoenix, like, I'm not having this discussion with a 17-year-old. Yeah. Hey, what do you think about this? Think? I'm not in the mood for thinking. Thank you very much. Oh. Tell me something about this. No. She's not gonna do anything else, so I'm just going to... I don't think there's any more clues in here, so I'm just gonna go straight to Studio 2. Uh-oh. Studio 1 entrance. Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Mr. Hammer put on the steel samurai costume, and he left from here to go to Studio 2? Right. But why? I wonder if someone called him, like the director or the producer. Hello, monkey. Apparently his name is Mr. Monkey. There's something about that fucking monkey. Let's see here. Oh, you! October 19, Studio 2 entrance. Hey, Nick. It's Miss Vasquez. Hello? Hello! Hello! Maya, you should at least try to be polite. I'm watching the clouds. That's all she had to say, apparently. Ma'am? Excuse me. Mr. Hammer came here on the day of the murder and... Shh. Huh? Perhaps you didn't hear me. I'm watching the clouds. I'm not interested in talking to you. Do something, Nick. She's really ticking me off. Oh dear. Mr. Powers wasn't the killer. You don't have to cancel the Steel Samurai. I think I'm tired of the Steel Samurai. You did it. Nick, she did it. She's a killer. My Fey blood speaks to me. I know it. I know it. Oh dear. I was wondering if you could tell me about Mr. Manella? If you must talk about that man, perhaps you could talk about it in the trailer. By yourselves. Oh dear. The incinerator! They just put this one in. It's already covered in soup. They must not clean it much. This is where Salmonella and D. Vasquez ate. There's nothing left on the plates. Hey, so they ate T-bone steaks too. Something wrong? I don't know. I'm getting this funny feeling. Something about this just feels odd, you know? Can't say that I do. The others... You keep saying that something's fucked up here, Maya. What about this, huh? There's some flowers here. Wow, so pretty. They're taking good care of these. Don't get too close. That fence looks dangerous. And it's broke! It's fucking broke. Maybe... What's inside of the trailer? October 19, Studio 2 trailer. Did they throw the steak away instead of eating it? Huh. Wasn't the assistant cleaning up yesterday? Funny, it still seems pretty messy in here. I guess she was still on a high from getting that rare car she needed. Look at those fucking posters. Samurai Summer, starring Jackhammer. This poster's quite old. Wow, it's been years since I saw that show. It was one of those typical summer romance stories, but it was great. Typical summer romance. With a samurai on a horse? She did it! Old movie poster, Dynamite Samurai. Mr. Hammer used to be quite the star. Yeah. What's in the trash? Some paper cups and crumpled documents. Get the fucking documents! The signing I said to use for this Samurai show. Figures for blah blah blah. They spend that much money on those sets. I think we've seen most of this already, but... Old movie poster, singing samurai, starring Jackhammer. What the hell do samurai sing about? Chopping off heads? Oh my god. That movie was the best. It's about a samurai who sings his way to fame and fortune. Mr. Hammer was a very accomplished singer, you know. Singing samurai stars. What's next? Ninja ballet? Let's go back to the... Maya did mention something weird specifically about the plates. I mean, I agree with you. Something's fishy about the fact that she keeps mentioning the plates. But I'm not sure what to do about that. Let's go to the employee area. Oh, my cat. Employee area. I guess they're not filming today either. I did want to see them filming just one time. This trial will be over and done by tomorrow. You can come see them film after. I guess. This is where you found that bottle of sleeping pills, right? Uh-huh. I wonder if there's any other clues lying around. Yeah! No, 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 no touching! Ah! Oh, sorry, pal. Didn't mean to frighten you. Didn't mean... I almost had a heart attack! I guess I can be a little dramatique at times. He stole my word. I suppose it's the actor in me. Dramatique indeed. Anyway, I'm here to examine the plate on that table. Wait, are you looking for sleeping pills? Yeah, pal. Traces thereof. I love this man. He's my dad. So you're looking for traces of the sleeping pills. How? For a thorough examination, I gotta take the plate back to the prison. But I have the capabilities to make a cursory examination right here. Our science guy gave me some testing solution. This reacts to sleeping pills, see? If there's traces, it'll change color. Wow, neat! Well, Detective Gumshoe, what are you waiting for? Now, everything in due time, pal. My cat is belly up! Oh my god! Well, the testing solution on the plate changed color, alright! So there were sleeping pills on the plate. Looks like it. Stake plate added to the court record. Excellent. How goes your investigation? To tell the truth, it's a real mess, pal. Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Powers, and some people think we should switch suspects. What do you think, Detective Gumshoe? Let me just take a picture of this cat. Done. Well, pal, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I buy the case against Mr. Powers anymore. I feel kind of bad for Mr. Edgeworth, though. Oh yeah? How is Edgeworth doing anyway? Edgeworth is out of control. He was in the waiting room and he crushed this paper cup with hot coffee in it. Whoa. Talk about burns, pal. Wow, the fury of Edgeworth. Yeah, crushing paper cups. Bottles? Say, whatever happened with that empty bottle? Oh, the bottle of sleeping pills? Well, I got some good news for you about that. They found the victim, Jack Hammer's prints on the bottle. So that means... Yep, it sounds like the one who put Powers to sleep was none other than the victim. So I was right. Sleeping pill bottle added to the court record. Excellent. We fucking got him. What is this again? We still have the camera. Let's go into the dressing room. Maybe there's something in there. Oh, hello. Same to you. What are you doing here? Take a sip of water, everyone. A fucking sip of water and I take like, what? Enough. Take a sip of water, Max! Oh, well, we're just cleaning up the dressing room. I guess WP won't be using it anymore, so... What? What? Why? But WP's innocent. Yes, and I'm really grateful for all you've done. But... this week is the last episode of the Steel Samurai. What? No! Don't advertise on my chat. I was wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer. Yes? On the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2. Huh? I thought he went to Studio 1. He stole the Steel Samurai costume, too. What? Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Oh, I guess the rumor must be true then. The rumor? Yeah, Mrs. Vasquez, that producer, had some kind of hold on Hammer. She had some dirt on him. He'd do anything she said, apparently. Some dirt? What dirt? Dirt. You know, bad stuff. I know what dirt means. About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using the new studio, Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set the way it was, too. The film set? Was that trailer part of the film set then? Phoenix, dirt? 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 Children, this is dirt. What do you mean the last Steel Samurai? I know it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant. No, no! Also, I hear that Global Studios is going to change its programming. They're not going to make kids shows anymore. What? Why? I don't know. It's sad, but that's what Global Studios decided. Huh. Why aren't they going to make kids shows anymore? The studio bigwigs don't want the Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget all this ever happened. They want it quiet, you understand? Well, how could they just do that? What about all the kids who love the Steel Samurai? It's okay. I'm sure the kids will be fine. They'll find a new hero to follow. What about Cody? No, that can't be true. If the program just ends, they'll be heartbroken for sure. Nick, say something! Yeah. I think evidence rather than words is called for here. Here, take a look at this. And this is... A fan collected all of these photographs. The kids love the Steel Samurai. The show shouldn't be cancelled just so some adults can save face. I would think you would understand that better than anyone. You're right. Okay. But what can I do? Well, for starters, you can tell me something. Tell me what it is that Global Studios is so intent on hiding. Tell me about this accident 5 years ago. Okay. Oh, the music stopped. Could you tell us what happened 5 years ago? Well, I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently, 5 years ago, someone died, and it was Hammer's fault. Someone died? It was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Mrs. Vasquez, managed to hush it up. And that's the dirt she had on Mr. Hammer. And that's why Mr. Hammer would do anything Mrs. Vasquez asked him to do. But it was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public? Well, you know, Mr. Hammer as big star right then. They were afraid about what would happen to his career if word got out. I see. You know who knows more about this? Mrs. Oldbag. She was here at the studios back then, you know? Thanks. We'll try asking her. If she'll talk. Damn. Shit, man. Well, now we know. Someone fucking died here. Mrs. Oldbag! What, you're still slinking around? If you like the place so much, why don't you take over for me? The old windbag doesn't look so good. Everybody's doing their darndest to forget Hammer. Who do they think they made Global Studios what it is today? Hammer! It's all due to Hammer. She's starting to froth at the mouth, Nick. Maybe we should keep a safe distance? Hey, ma'am. Hey, ma'am. I wanted to ask you about 5 years ago. Oh. Who told? Who did you hear that from? Huh? Nichols! Nichols? Nichols. Nichols, Nick. Penny Nichols, that assistant we talked to. Oh, right. Did I seriously misread Nichols as Nichols. Anyway, we heard about the accident. It was during filming with Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he? Whippersnappers! Dredging up dirt on someone's past like that, and the recently departed no less. I suppose you think this is fun? No, I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers. And you claim that Hammer stole Powers' costume. You expect me to believe that rubbish? Or do you have some kind of proof? Proof that Hammer stole Powers' costume? I have proof. Sorry, Mrs. Oldbag, but I do have proof. I can prove that Mr. Hammer stole Mr. Powers' costume. Which one of these two? Take this. Here's my proof. What? What's a little empty bottle supposed to prove? It's a bottle of sleeping pills, with Mr. Hammer's fingerprints on it. What does that prove? I'm sure old Hammer had some sleepless nights. Where's your proof that he used... Oh. Well... Take this. Mr. Powers ate a T-bone steak for lunch, right? Well, yes, so? This is the plate that he used to eat that steak. There are traces of sleeping pill powder on the plate. I see. I hope you didn't hear that. Hold on. There we go. Poor, poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul. Mrs. Oldbag? Okay, you win. I'll talk. I'm tired, see? Tired of holding it all in. Mrs. Oldbag? You're right. 5 years ago there was an accident. A fatal accident. What's worse, a paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, well, it caused quite a stir. And guess who made it all better? Vasquez. She has ties to the mafia. She silenced that paparazzi. That was the beginning. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio. I see. But you have to understand, poor old Hammer never meant any harm to anyone. Mrs. Oldbag. Hold on a minute. Poor Mrs. Oldbag. Here, take this. Photograph? Ooh, what did I say? Yeah, someone fucking died in that thing. Oh, I was right on the money. Someone died with the fence, but I thought that the person who died on the fence was going to be like actually Hammer. I was of the idea that Hammer had, well, Vasquez had pushed Hammer into one of those. So, F to that theory. Take a sip of water, everyone. This is a picture. Is the trailer in Studio 2? Hammer was supposed to fight with a bad guy on top of those stairs here. He pushed the other actor and the man fell onto the flower box fence. But how did you get this? It was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it. I understand. 5-year-old photo added to the court record. Whew! I'm gonna go to the... Let's talk to Powers first. It's possible Hammers also died there, but me expecting this game to be a realistic, like... I mean, you're right, he could have also died there anyway. Is that really Jack Hammer inside that suit? Ah, I took the wrong photo. He's the only one who it could have been. But why would he... Yeah, why? You're the medium. Why don't you summon up Mr. Hammer's spirit and ask him yourself? Ah, give me about 3 more years. Look at us, the 2 novices. Aww. Excuse me. Fuck you then. You're fucking useless, I'm leaving. Isn't Vasquez also in that photo? Yeah, she is. She is in that photo. And that's why I want to go to Studio 2. I want to examine it, but also I want to ask her what's up with this photo. Will it finally let me? There's some flowers here. So pretty. Blah, blah, blah. You're really not gonna comment about the literal death? Yeah, let's look at the photo again. Yeah, that's Vasquez. Look at her. They were both there for that murder. She's not even looking. Where? What? Where do you get that? I will... Oldbag. Old... She means the security lady, Mrs. Oldbag, Nick. Right. Anyway. Mrs. Vasquez. You hid this incident from the press, didn't you? And you used it to control Mr. Hammer. The wind. Huh? It's gotten stronger, don't you think? The wind. Your conversation interests me. Let's talk about it more inside the trailer. She's gonna kill me! Nick, she went inside the trailer. She's gonna fucking kill me. She's gonna kill me. She's gonna kill me. She's in the mafia. You came. Well then, what was that you were talking about? Why is she so eager to talk all of a sudden? Mrs. Vasquez? You were using that accident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you could control him, weren't you? That's why he was doing kids' shows for petty change. So I'm a blackmailer now? Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure, it was an accident. But you used it to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place as a star. Oh? I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went sour of its own accord. But... you were the cause! You pressured him! And to think it was just an accident. Excuse me. What is this all about? You keep saying accident, accident. How are you so sure? What do you mean? Must I spell everything out for you? Think, what would it be if it wasn't an accident? No. No way! You mean Mr. Hammer did it on purpose? That is what I mean. No, it's not on purpose! Look at her face! Where's your proof? Can you prove it? Huh. Just think! Would he have let me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident? And I ran him hard, believe you me. But the security lady said it was an accident. Oh? Well, she was a big fan of Hammer's, you see. She jumped on the reporter who brought that photo to the studio. She wrenched it out of his hands, she did. Gave him a few bruises, too. So, that's why she had the photo. She's an old fool. Of course, all the reporter would need is the negatives. He could have made a copy. But he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Give it to me. Now. What? This is valuable evidence. Boys? Oh God, I told you she was gonna kill us! Who are they? Professionals. They're good at erasing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased? What? The trial ends tomorrow. How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it. Tell me why. Why do you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammer's dirt, no? Why should D. Vasquez care about it at all? I'm sure you have plenty of time to think about that where you're going. So long, friends. Boys, erase away. No! Hold it right there! Gumshoe! Yes! I heard everything, pal! Yeah! D. Vasquez! You're coming down to the present with me now! Not bad. Very well. It appears this contest will be decided tomorrow then. In court. I'll be looking forward to it. Fuck, we almost died! Gumshoe! My new father! Happy belated Father's Day! Hey, you okay, pal? Sorry, I was a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing. Detective Gumshoe. Thank you, thank you, thank you! I was really scared. Huh? Don't mention it, pal. Just doing my job. Detective Gumshoe? Sorry, it's just I've wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective. Okay, I've got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run into each other again soon. Don't leave us alone! We need protection! Well, Nick, it looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this. Who's at the bottom? D. Vasquez. I told you! D. Vasquez killed him. I told you she fucking killed him. Oh, we're doing that fucking trial. You bet your ass we are. Take a sip of water. Ugh. October 20th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. Edgeworth, are you ready to fucking lose? Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Today will be the final day of this trial. I hope both the prosecution and the defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement. In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. He claims that the scene of the crime was, in fact, Studio 2. Today, I will call on people present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear. Very well. Edgeworth seems a bit on edge today. Why wouldn't he be? You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls Mrs. D. Vasquez to the stand. Mrs. D. Vasquez is a producer who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. And the killer! Will the witness state her name and occupation? D. Vasquez. I'm a producer for Global Studios. On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in Studio 2. As everyone here knows, yes? Huh? I dislike needless banter. If you must pontificate, do it when I'm not here. Give me a second, I need to move my cat so that she's comfy and my legs aren't killing me. There we go. Very well, Mrs. Vasquez. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder. Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay. Right. If she's guilty, I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak. I need, like, witness testimony the day of the murder. I entered the trailer, a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 sharp, ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Hammer's body later, when we all went for Studio 1. That's all. I have a question about one part of your testimony. Oh shit. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you. The van. There's a van at Studio 2. Lazy ass. I had him take me in that. I thought it might be risky to walk, what with that monkey's head toppling over. Van added to the court record. I see. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. This is the final battle, Nick. Let's do it! I will cross-examine! By yourself? Yes. And you didn't stop at the employee area? No. Are you always this terse? Yes. Oh dear. The meeting began at 12 sharp, it ended at 4. Did no one leave during the meeting? No one. Come on, let's talk a bit more about that. The witness did not come here to engage in idle conversation. Stop interrupting the testimony. The same could be said to you, Mr. Edgeworth. And please stop banging on your little desk, it hurts my ears. Do we have any evidence about that, actually? Block the pass at 2:15 and 4. This was taken at 2 p.m. And he died at 2:30. Okay. Began at 12 sharp and at 4. Okay. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I haven't pressed this, right? And when exactly was that? I've forgotten. Maybe you could try remembering? No. The meeting ended at 4 and the rehearsal was scheduled for 5. I would think it was between those times. You would think? Come on, all you did was state the obvious, Edgeworth. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. Hold on. You had Sal take you? What does that mean? It means what I just said. I had Sal take me in the studio to a van. Oh, alright. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. And what were you doing during that time? Don't hit your desk. It irritates me. Yeah, Mr. Wright! Oops! It was a 15-minute break. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. Do you have someone who can verify this? Sal. No, I mean someone else. One person is enough. If she committed murder during that break, she wouldn't have had time to eat a T-bone steak. If I had some evidence that proves she didn't eat that steak. Well, Nick, find anything? I kinda wish she'd said a little more. It's hard. I think she's pretty used to being the boss. But I'm sure you'll find some kind of contradiction in what she said, somewhere. I forget. You can't do that. 15-minute break in the meeting. What the hell would be the contradiction in this? At 2:30 we took a 15-minute break in the meeting, unless I present the autopsy report, because the autopsy report says that the time of death was at 2:30. So at 2:30, if she took a 15-minute break in order to eat, then they could have fucking killed him. Then again, didn't Sal say that the break was at 2 p.m. or something? Then again, this photo was taken at 2 p.m. What could it be? I don't want to present just anything. Like, these are my two strongest ones. The autopsy report and the photo. Because the photo was taken at 2, and if he went over to Studio 2... We don't have that photo, the other one where he went to Studio 2. But if he went there, then he arrived before 2:30. And the 15-minute break is just about enough to kill him when he's out there. The time of death being at 2:30, meaning that she killed him and then took a break. Then there is also the monkey's head, because the path was blocked at 2:15, after he went in there. Wait! No. God, what should I present? Objection! Objection! Oh, this is bad. Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence. It does? I don't see anything contradictory. Objection overruled. Try to think before you make accusations, Mr. Wright. It's always opening. Oh yeah, Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table. Yeah, I was doing the wrong one. That's on me, so sorry. Objection! Objection! Yeah, there we go! I was doing the wrong one. Ha, as I thought. You claim you ate a T-bone steak. But I say you did not. What's this now, Mr. Wright? Look at this. It's a plate. Oh, snap! It's because the other plates don't have any bones on them. This plate was on the table in the employee room. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind. Yeah. Mr. Wright, need I remind you that it was a T-bone steak? Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Mrs. Vasquez and Mr. Manila ate at the table outside the trailer. Yet there were no bones left on the plates. The plates were bare. Ugh. Mrs. Vasquez? Tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know how. You ate the bone too! Mrs. Vasquez, I know it. I know that new diet that you eat bones. That's why you killed him, didn't you? So that you could eat his bones. You killed Mr. Hammer, took his bones, and consumed them. Awful. You didn't eat the steak, I think. You didn't eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere, like that incinerator. Yes. I see. Then what was Mrs. Vasquez doing during her break? Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? Meeting the Steel Samurai. She was meeting with the Steel Samurai. Order! Are you seeing? Yes, Your Honor. As Mrs. Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai, and then you did it. You killed him with your own hands. Ugh. Mr. Wright? Isn't that a little presumptuous? What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it? Yes. Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I. No, I've seen The Princess Bride. I've read the book. Any day, Vasquez. Good luck, Nick. Let's see. What was that murder weapon again? Oh yes, the samurai spear. Yes? I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. How could I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon? You couldn't, could you? The fence. It's already killed one person before. I think you could have a great deal of difficulty using that as a weapon. Pretty much anyone would. Ha! You see? Yes. However, that has no bearing on this case. Meaning? The samurai spear was not the murder weapon. What? What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body. I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as a murder weapon. What is my fucking proof? Breaking the shaft has been mended. If this is about the fucking duct tape on the spear, I'm going to lose it because I have been screaming about the fucking duct tape on the spear for how fucking long now? I swear to fucking God, if it's the spear, like... See, that's the worst part. The first thing that I thought about was the fence. Which would mean I would have to present this photo. I wasn't thinking that hard about it, but duct tape would make it hard to commit murder. Yeah. There's no penalty, you're right. Take that! Take that! I present my proof, the so-called murder weapon. Yeah, we were right! The fucking duct tape! But that is the murder weapon. Not so fast. I remember that the spear broke. Remember that the spear broke during the burning action scene run through? But someone fixed the spear. It was a security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who is wearing a thick costume with this through the chest? Order, order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're... Silence! I'm the one testifying here and I will be heard. This game is like Edgeworth starts super strong and then the game continues to shit on him. Poor guy! I'm like actually feeling bad for him right now. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell what was. How was Hammer killed? Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what weapon was used to kill Mr. Hammer? I can tell you. Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was? I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. That was one time. Very well, let's see this murder weapon then. It didn't let me scream it. Look at this photo. What is this? Why, that's Jack Hammer standing at the top of the stairs. Order! Order! If I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright! What is this all about? This photograph is from 5 years ago. Here, there was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was a close-kept secret at the studios. What does this have to do with the current case? Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it. See the fallen man in this photo? See how the fence post pierced him to the chest? What? Are you saying? Yes. What happened 5 years ago? Has happened again! Mr. Wright, continue! It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Mrs. D. Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it! She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had himself done 5 years ago. Though whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say. In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way that he caused another man to die. 5 years ago. Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? Very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my script writing staff. You deny that what I said is true? Mr. Wright, let's say for the sake of argument that Hammer died at the trailer, as you say. Yet the body was found at Studio 1, was it not? The van. And in the evil magistrate's costume, no less. Are you then claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1 and returned it to the trailer, all in the space of a 15-minute break? How could I have disposed of the body? The break in the meeting at the trailer lasted 15 minutes, from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed up the stairs to his death, then carried to Studio 1 and placed inside his costume? There wasn't enough time. Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body? She had another way. What if she had another way to carry the body, other than with her own hands? For instance? Actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for you to carry that body. Interesting, let's hear it then. Mr. Wright, please show us how she carried the body. The fucking band! Take that! Take that! Mrs. Vasquez, you carried the body to Studio 1, and you used the studio van to do it. Recall your testimony. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. There was a van there, right? I had Sal drive me. You used the van to carry the body to Studio 1. Then, before everyone else got there, you put the body into the magistrate costume. Hold on, Wright. Don't forget it was Sal Manella that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manella was a conspirator? Of course he was! Of course Sal Manella was. Of course, Sal Manella has to have been a conspirator. The body had to be placed in a van and put into the costume. There was no way Mrs. Vasquez could have done that alone. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of the steel samurai costume. They had to, because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in that small incinerator. What have I been fucking saying this whole time? Well, Mrs. Vasquez, shall I continue? No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose. You win. It was fun. I win? Excuse me? So what happens next? Huh? Don't, me. Don't you have anything to say? What would you like me to say? Huh? I lost, something like that? I just said that. Wait, so you mean Dee Vasquez, so it was you? You killed Jack Hammer. What in the goddamn? Who can say? Huh? Are you sure I did? Mr. Wright, we just engaged in a battle of wits. And the result of that battle, you proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer. Right. But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright. Whoa. What? Order! Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Well, of course, it's as the witness says. Certainly, it does seem very likely she did it, but there's no proof. Edgeworth isn't sure! Well, I came here as a witness today. If you've no more questions, I'll be leaving. What do I do now? Testify again! I'd like you to testify again. Testify again? Know when to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I said before. The truth, Mr. Wright. I've already said all there is to say. What would happen if I said it again? You'd ask the same questions, get the same answers. A waste of time. Damn. Damn! To come so far only to fail. Someone do something! Detective Gumshoe! As it seems, there are no further questions. I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Mrs. Vasquez. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth? I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I did! Edgeworth. That's it. That's it. My heart. My heart. I see you very well. Your Honor! I request that the witness testify again. You're the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness. I just want to hear your testimony again. Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see that we have anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes. Mr. Edgeworth? I too see little point in making Mrs. Vasquez repeat herself. I love him! What the fuck? What exactly did you want her to testify about? Well, yes, Indeed. Verily, I say. Ergo. I want to hear about what happened after they found the body. The body. After they found the body? Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter. Nick, why did Edgeworth... Who knows? He probably realized she did it too. But... Wasn't he the one that said he always gets a guilty verdict? After all that... Edgeworth. Edgeworth. I was with Saul and Oldbag, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. The security lady, Oldbag, was quite agitated, pointing at Powers saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Then I went home. I see no issues raised by this testimony. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Okay, Nick, we're so close, real close. She may be acting tough now, but if you put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. Find the key you need to twist the truth out of her, Nick. Right. Whew. Edgeworth. I was with Saul and Oldbag. What time was that? We were to meet at 5 for the rehearsal, so I'd say it was then. When exactly did you and Mr. Manila arrive at the studio? About 10 minutes before. I wasn't stuffing any bodies into costumes, mind you. Where were the other employees when you got to the studio? They weren't there yet. Well, then you could have put Hammer in that costume with Salmonella's help. Oh? What did I just say? Did I not just say I wasn't stuffing any bodies into costumes? You should try to listen to what people are saying, boy. Boy? The witness will continue her testimony. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. Mr. Powers was taking a nap, correct? So he says. Did no one go call to him? Did no one go to call him? Remember what? There was a dead body lying in front of us, yet you expect me to be calm? You certainly seem calm enough when I accuse you of murder. Press! Wait a second, wouldn't that be the other way around? The other way around? You discovered a murdered body, and one person was missing, right? Wouldn't you normally go looking for the missing person? I have to agree with the defense on this one. Well, Mrs. Vasquez? Logically speaking, perhaps. But no one there was thinking very logically, I assure you. Also, without his Steel Samurai costume, Powers doesn't really stand out. We often left him on the bus when shooting at location. No one noticed he was missing. Poor Powers. Well, I suppose that explains that. Very well, Mrs. Vasquez. You may continue. I immediately called, then Powers showed up. What was everyone else doing at that time? No one said a thing. It was silent, completely silent. So we stood there until Powers finally arrived on the scene. Sorry, I'm late. Then silence. Dead silence. Silent. Hey, Nick! Why's everyone so quiet? Someone should do something to lighten things up. Let's see here. Oldbag, the security lady. Why did the security lady think Powers had done it? She said because she saw him going toward the studio. Right, the Steel Samurai. Did the detective arrest Mr. Powers based solely on the security lady's word? Perhaps not. She seems to have also given the detective that photograph. Of course, I heard all this after the fact. That photograph, meaning the one was taken by the security camera. She's not known for exhibiting the best sense of judgment when it comes to Hammer. I don't think there's anything in there I can use. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. Why? You asked to be left out? Yes. It seems that everyone else was questioned. And I'm really not fond of that sort of thing. But you can't just decide who the police will and won't question. Thankfully, the studio thinks otherwise. They were nice enough to understand that since we were in a meeting, there was no way we could have been involved. Thus, they covered for us. Covered for you? Or covered it up for you? There must have been a lot of writing on it, with all those bigwigs at the meeting. I'm sure her professionals helped convince everyone they didn't require questioning. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. The script and your direction notes. Yes, they're quite valuable. It wouldn't do to have them stolen. No, I guess not. Wait a second. I thought you came to Studio 1 for a rehearsal. When did you bring your script and notes? Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. Why? There was a murder after all. Who could think of rehearsing after that? Oh yeah, I guess. No! Your Honor! I have an objection to the witness's last statement. Oh! Huh? I think Mrs. Vasquez says she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? Exactly! I was just thinking that! She would have had to know about the murder before going to Studio 1. Yes, I was literally just thinking that! Order! Mr. Edgeworth! What you have just said is a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Or are you thinking of a career change to defense? I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Mrs. Vasquez, do you have an explanation? I can't believe Edgeworth is helping me! Huh. So the prosecution is in cahoots with the defense. What kind of court is this? A kangaroo court! We've established it! No matter. I think you misunderstood me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal. Very well, the witness would change her testimony to reflect his reason. I knew that Hammer was injured. I couldn't do any action since I left him behind. What do you mean? How did you know about the injury? How did I know? Sal. He told me. Sal the director? You have to find something to peg this on her here. Or everything you've done till now might have been wasted. I believe in you, Nick. Go get him. You knew that Hammer was injured. Fuck. I mean, the photo where he's dragging the leg. Either that or the camera, because Objection!
Objection!
Yes, I knew it! You knew that Hammer was injured. Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was the Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers. What? Yeah! Mr. Wright, explain yourself. Yes, Mr. Hammer is dragging his leg in this photo. But that's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Pretending? One person was injured in the run-through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why did you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured? I already said it was Sal who told me. That's right. He must have gotten it wrong. I think not. Mr. Manella was at the run-through that morning. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Mrs. Vasquez! Actually, you didn't hear anything from Mr. Manella. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes. Yes, but wasn't it Mr. Powers who was injured? Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Ah, and when was he doing this? Well, it would have been after he put on the Steel Samurai costume and went to Studio 2, where he was murdered. Exactly! Mrs. Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer was in that Steel Samurai suit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning. Huh. Order, order! I will have order! Witness. Can you refute this claim? Yeah, let's see you sneak out of this one, Vasquez. Very well. I have a question for you. Why are the real killers always so persistent? Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer dead? Yes, he'd fallen on hard times, but he was a star. Had nothing to gain from his death. Nothing. Yes, he would need a motive. Why would she have killed the victim? If there is a reason, it is unclear to this court. Does the defense have anything to say on the matter? In other words, can you prove she had a motive? Fuck it! Oh, wait. Did she have a motive? Maybe I keep thinking she thought it was Powers. She only saw the Steel Samurai, so she may have thought it was Powers. She may have... Yeah, she wanted to kill him! Okay, I have proof, and I'll show it to you. I present to the court evidence as to Mrs. Vasquez's motive in this murder. So, what's the evidence? Would it be the photo again? No penalties. Take that!
Take that!
Maya, look, this is it. Huh? Why are you showing that to me, Nick? Why are you whispering? I was just testing it out on you. Yes, Your Honor. Hurry up with it. We have a certain tempo we have to maintain here. Yes, Your Honor. Right, here goes. I mean, the other... It could be the pill bottle. For no reason other than if he is found guilty of this, then that doesn't look good on the studio. but it could also be the 5-year-old photo. Yeah. Take that!
Take that!
This is my proof! Yes. This is the photo from before. This photo reveals the motive in this murder. Huh? I'm right, aren't I, Mrs. Vasquez? Huh. 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With D. Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for that trial. It began on that day 5 years ago. Ironically enough, that accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall. His fall from stardom. His guilt weighed him down, no doubt. However, you, D. Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change. Bringing us to the present day and Mr. Hammer's last role as an evil magistrate. Yes, undoubtedly, it was a constant source of shame for an ex-star. Let me take a sip of water. One moment, Mr. Wright. We are talking about motives here, yet we have only talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if it was Mr. Hammer who had killed D. Vasquez, not the other way around. What motive would Mrs. Vasquez have? Yes, that's right. According to what you say, I would have had no reason to kill Hammer. He was a good source of income for me. And I never get rid of useful men. It's a policy of mine. Mr. Wright, please explain Mrs. Vasquez's motive for the murder. She had no motive? She had no motive could mean... she had no motive could mean that... I'm telling you, I think she thought it was powers. I have 4 more to go. Let's try this. She had no motive, Your Honor. What's that now? It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. All Mrs. Vasquez did was push him off the stairs in self-defense. What's that now? It's simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Mrs. Vasquez. What? What? He was gonna pin the murder on Powers. Your Honor, Jack Hammer drugged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills. Jack Hammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the steel samurai costume. Jack Hammer wore the costume to fool the security lady into thinking he was Powers. Then Jack Hammer made his way to the trailer. And for what purpose, you ask? To kill D. Vasquez, who had so cruelly taken advantage of him all those years. Oh, she's breaking. Oh. So, you did do it, didn't you? She's so calm. Yes, I am guilty. It was me. Someone call an ambulance! There's blood everywhere. We're too late. Ah, Mrs. Vasquez. What happened here? Manuel fell from the trailer stairs. Manuel! Manuel! Mrs. Vasquez, please try to remain calm. No, no! How could this... It was an accident. Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene and... No! Manuel! Manuel! Don't touch him, Mrs. Vasquez. No! Please, please don't die. Please. Oh. Plot twist? Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose, again. Huh? Mr. Edgeworth, where's D. Vasquez? In the waiting lobby, Your Honor. As calm and collected as ever. I see. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? It appears you have brought about yet another miracle. Thank you, Your Honor. We wouldn't be here without Edgeworth. I think not, Your Honor. Will Powers was innocent. That he should be found so is only natural, not a miracle. Yes, you're right. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, not guilty! Confetti? That is all. The court is adjourned. Oh god. October 20, 1:12 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 3. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I'm just glad you're okay. Yes, but it's sad. I know now that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough that he wanted to kill Mrs. Vasquez, but to think that he tried to frame me for the murder, it makes me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright. Huh? Tell me. Why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me? Show evidence. Well, this is what I think. Mr. Hammer wanted to put the blame on you because... Take that! Take that! Take that!
Take that!
It's because you were the Steel Samurai. Because I was a Steel Samurai? Mr. Hammer was a big star once. He was reduced to acting in a kids show, and as a villain to boot. The kids loved the Steel Samurai, and so he hated you. I think I understand. He could have just told me. I would have changed places with him in any time. I think you're missing the point. Thank you. I'm just glad it's all over. So am I. So am I. Congratulations, WP! Oh! Thanks to you, I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more. I can't wait to get back into this sweaty costume and... Is something wrong? No, of course not. Ah! Nick! Edgeworth! Say something, right? I'm not good at small talk. Huh? What? That was too bad, Edgeworth. You don't waste any time gloating, do you? No, I really want to thank you. Vasquez could have gotten away if you hadn't stepped in. Pleased to meet you, I'm Powers. Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers. Liar. Right. I must say I hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years. They're exes? Meet again? However, in retrospect, it would have been better had we not met. Thanks to you, I am saddled with unnecessary feelings! Oh, we reactivated the crush! Happy fucking Pride Month! Yeah! Holy fucking shit! Unnecessary feelings? Yes, unease and uncertainty. Aren't those kind of necessary? They only serve to get in my way. You listen to me, Phoenix, right? Don't ever show your face in front of me again. That's what I came here to tell you. Edgeworth seriously went up to Phoenix and was like, get out of my school, and left. Oh, Mr. Wright? Is this guy your friend? What? Friends? As if they're exes, Your Honor. They're rivals, right, Nick? For now we are, I guess. Huh? Why do I get the feeling I'm missing something? Come on, Nick. Tell me, what's the deal with you and Edgeworth? And so the curtain closes on another trial. I caused quite a stir by revealing that accident from 5 years ago. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its programming change. They went back to making kids show again. Oh god. Nick! This is it! The new show starts today! You're going to watch it with me, right? I'll admit I was kinda surprised. I didn't think they'd seriously go through with it. You have to buy trading cards too, okay? We have to trade with Cody and that assistant. Fine, I'll do it. Isn't it great that WP gets to play the lead again? I wonder if they'll show his real face this time. I don't know. I don't think the world is ready for the real willpowers. Wow. They're gay, Your Honor. Your Honor. Turnabout Goodbyes. Okay. That's something for next week. Yes, safe clear. Your Honor, Edgeworth is gay again. Fuck, man. Do the opening of this trial before you end if you can. Okay, fine. Let's do this. It's been, what, 15 years? About that, yes. 15 years is a long time to wait. You can't imagine how much I've suffered. You suffered? And now, the perfect opportunity presents itself. At last, I shall have my revenge. What? Merry Christmas? Whoa, 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 whoa! Edgeworth, what the hell did you do? No! No, no. Not him. No! What the fuck? What the hell? No, why did you make me play that? Oh, what the fuck? Here we go. No, we're not going. We're doing that next week. What the fuck? Merry fucking Christmas, you guys. Edgeworth. Why did you have to make me do this? Why did you make me like him only to what? I feel like I'm being rickrolled, but the rickroll is a bullet. And the one who rickrolled me is Edgeworth. His revenge? I was literally just about to make a fucking Bioshock Infinite joke, and then suddenly Edgeworth. Oh, this isn't fair. Wait. This is the last case? Oh, what the hell? Achievement unlocked, so Edgeworth kill a man. You're enjoying this. I literally didn't know this. 5 is DLC. Okay. What the hell? You know, as soon as I saw the gun and the Merry Christmas, I was like, yeah, this is another meme I've seen. And then suddenly Edgeworth. That got me good. You think I'll enjoy this one? Let me guess. Not only is Edgeworth guilty, we have to represent Edgeworth. 2 months later, after he said, "Get out of my school." Enjoy thinking about that opening until Monday. I will be. This isn't fair. This isn't fair. Wow. Damn, that got me good. God. But alright. Calm yourselves. We'll leave it for next week. Wow. I don't even know what to say. Just Stan Edgeworth, I guess. Whoa. Alright. This game has me again. I'm very excited for that. But I'm going to stop now, open my window because it's getting hot in here, and get something to eat, and think about that opening until I die. Wow. Not fair. Wow. Alright. Oh, thank you all for coming. Damn, look at me. I'm all like fucked up now. But alright. Thank you all for coming and see you on Thursday for No More Heroes, and I'm just gonna die. Bye.